Back it up. All right, shalom, y'all. Most High in Christ bless. I'm your brother Jacob. We've got a special guest all the way from North Carolina.
Brother Just Judah.
And tonight we're going to go into this topic, the vessel of wrath and the devil. So we're getting started pretty late, so I'm going to have to abridge this class. There's no way I can go into all the stuff that I want to go into. I don't know, some people might be happy about that. Yeah, you always say that. So did you put the class picture up?
Sure did.
So put it up again, because there's symbolism in that. Anytime you want to make a comment, just go right ahead. So in this picture, you can see the 7-headed dragon, and then you see a woman, but also you see the American flag and you see the Israeli flag. Symbolism means a lot. So this is what we're getting into. We've done other classes before, pointing directly at these people. And I'm starting to believe that Benjamin Netanyahu is Herod the Great. Because when Herod the Great was on the scene, he killed everybody. Anybody that could take the kingdom from him, he had them killed. Even his own family members. He didn't give a damn. And ruled over Israel with much oppression. The same thing today, except you got the Palestinians in the land instead of Israel. But he's doing the same thing to them that he did to us. Can I prove all of those things that he did to us? No, I can't go and show you documentation. But people these spirits do the same thing over and over and over in time. If they doing that to them now, they did it to us before. As we're going to go into, the reason it's happening to them is because the Lord paying them back for what they did to us. Speaking of that, let's just go straight to let's go to Joel 3. Open up here. So we're gonna show 6 or 7 videos a day, and we're just trying to show you the spirit behind it all. All these people trying to call for a ceasefire and make a ceasefire, but these folks ain't having it. Yo, what's today's date?
It's the 5th, Saturday, October 5th.
So in 2 days, it'll be a year that they've been bombing Gaza, because they immediately started bombing it. A whole year. Yeah. Why ain't nobody been able to do nothing about it? All right, Joel 3. Well, let me get there. Every time I bring this up when we're at camp, man, the people are just astonished. And then Roy and them always be like, you be going too deep. You going too deep. But it's a good example for what's going on. Start at verse 1.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So I ask the Jewish folks in them groups all the time, like, can you break down prophecy for me? Right? Because it said at this time he's going to bring back the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. That means that the children of Israel are not in the land yet. At this time, he going to bring us back. First, he going to rid the heathen out the land. He going to make them kill each other up. Mm-hmm. That's why he said they have parted. I hate to butcher it. He will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. They parted the land. And they scattered us. That covers a whole lot of time, though. But still, that's what they did. And when it said He gonna plead with him.
That's death. Isaiah 66.
No, I think I want Isaiah 3. Yeah, Isaiah 3, I believe.
This text is not showing up.
It was acting funny. Oh, yeah, that was one of the problems we had. I had to switch it from 4K to 1080p, and it's a different size. That's probably why it's not showing up. So it's too late now. Don't worry about it. What I said.
I almost didn't catch that.
real slick. What I said? Isaiah
3.
Yeah, Isaiah 3. Yeah. Isaiah 3. And verse 13. This what it mean. You right. What you said, this is what it mean.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 13. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people.
Right. So he judging the heathen round about. How he doing it? By making them kill each other up. Back to Joel 3.
I'm going to read verse 2 from the top.
Okay.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land.
Right, jump to 4.
Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So how is the Lord going to return the recompense upon their head? Because there is a vessel of wrath. Jump down to 6. There's a vessel of wrath.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will.
Well, you good. Now jump to verse 10. So all of this right now, this prophecy, this is happening now. Could it have happened in the past? Surely. But like Solomon said, the thing that have been is that which shall be. Joel chapter 3 and verse 10.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Dan ever go right back with he gonna plead for his people, saying the same thing. Now,
and when it say let the heathen be awakened, that's letting you know how it's happening.
right. So we're gonna hit a video that touches on that, because remember, you got the angels holding back the 4 winds, keeping them from wanting to war. So there's a spirit on them that's been kind of docile. Some of them rising up here and there and fighting against them. But now he's trying to call all of them. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Hold on 1 second. Because I know, and I've done it before. Because that sickle is in Revelation.
Yeah. It's later. I think it's in.
Yep, verse 15. Revelation 14:15. Showing definitely all of this stuff, it pertains to this day. 14 and 15.
Revelation 14 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
You know what? That's funny. He looking down, judge the heathen roundabout. Go ahead.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
It's funny because when as I'm watching all this stuff, they keep saying they do not want to go to war. But like the Lord is pulling them and saying, "Oh, it's time. You gonna fight.
Right.
He ain't gonna give you no choice." Back to Joel. No, I think we might be done at Joel. No, verse 14. Joel 3 and verse 14.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
So, okay, so you're good right there. Now, I want to hit... I'm going to have to change the order just a little bit. I want to go... Revelation 13. In verse 1. And put the picture, the class picture back up there.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Now, that book right there, The Pearl of the Republic, that goes into detail as to how when Rome was destroyed, they broke up into 10 pieces, 10 parts. Different Edomite nations. But Rome fell, but they still existed in their different places. Second Ezra 11 and 1. Because it doesn't say, it just says a beast right here. But Second Ezra tells you exactly, or the symbol of that nation.
Second Esdras, chapter 11 and verse 1. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads.
So it's the same eagle rising up out of the sea, which is the Edomites rising up into power out of the other nations, over top of the other nations. Back to Revelation 13. Trying to set the stage, get us to a point, and then we can start getting into these videos. Verse 2.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. So
what this is going into is different kingdoms from the past that they took things from. They took the attributes of all these kingdoms that ruled and rolled them up into themselves. Go ahead.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Now, who is that dragon? That dragon is the spirit Satan. It's the spirit Satan. So they get their power from him. Remember, Luke 4 and Matthew 4, Satan told Christ, all these things, he got control over all these things, and if you worship him, he'll give it to you. So how do you think they get it? Their worship. Which is what? Christianity. That's how Christianity is how you worship the devil. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for real.
Verse 3.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. and all the world wondered after the beast.
So this beast is Rome. And Rome itself was wounded to death, but they weren't completely dead. So they come back in the Renaissance period. So all of this stuff is alluding to. Keep going.
That's like 193 AD.
Yeah, 193 AD, September Severus. Then you have dark people ruling the earth.
Verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
Who can make war with the so-called white man? Whether he be the United States, whether he be Europe, or whether he be their colony, because that's what it is, in Palestine, calling themselves the Israelis, the state of Israel. They all have all the exact same attributes.
And when you say attributes, when they say, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? It got that same phrase in Obadiah. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Who shall bring me to the ground?
Right, go to it.
That's crazy, bro.
So, like, even on the videos, because I go to a whole bunch of channels, just soaking up all the information that I can. If you go in the comment section, you ain't gonna be in there long, because they're gonna make you so damn mad with their arrogance. You shouldn't shoot at people that got bombs and you live in a tent. Just say stuff like that, man. The scripture said the pride of his heart.
Right. I'm trying to get to it. Where we at? Verse Obadiah 1 and verse 3, yeah. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
The Caucasus Mountains, the Sierra Mountains.
Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground?
Bro.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. That's the eagle.
Right. Hey.
Bruh.
Yes. Yes. So it's twofold. Against the 12 stars, the tribes, and the sky. Now back to Revelation 13. I think I want one more verse before we start going to the videos.
We still in
chapter 13. Pick up at verse 11, because it's still. So this is Rome that had a deadly wound, but it healed itself.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Trying to look like he innocent, but the words coming out of his mouth is a damn devil.
In fact. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
That's Rome. And what's one of the ways? First Maccabees 8. This is how you cause everybody to worship that same beast, which is just the same attributes. That's second Maccabees. No wonder. Brothers and sisters on the street be astonished when you show them this stuff. Start at verse 11, man. Oh, my goodness.
First Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 11. It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them.
This is Rome They doing the same stuff to this very day. They cause coups, overthrow places, put in their puppets. Go ahead.
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them.
You don't mess with the big bad USA. That's why nobody really attack Israel like that, because they know they got to deal with their proxy. Go ahead.
Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they displace.
Causing coups. So one of the things you're going to hear today is they're trying to like kill a whole bunch of people so that the people would turn on the ruling party of their country and overthrow them. These is slickest devils ever. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby.
I guess because they're a shadow government running stuff from behind the scenes. Go ahead.
Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
Yep. Your Congress.
Consulting a way for the people to the end they might be well ordered.
Right.
And that they committed their government to one man every year. Bro, it's the same customs, man.
Yes.
Who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Right. So you see the same thing today. Let's go back to Revelation. It's talking about the same freaking people. Because spirits don't change. They're going to want to do what their spirit is created to do. These people are the vessel of wrath. And God hates them. But he's using them for his own purpose. Read verse 12 again. 13 and 12.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
It's all them things they used to do. They still do them to this day. And they have dragged, and when you look in the history of Rome, they had all these gods, and they got them from other people. But when you had Roman Catholicism, like in 325, you had all that stuff mixed in and called it the Christian doctrine. And that's what our people have been serving. And we go out every week calling our people out of that stuff. You worshiping the beast doing that. Last verse 14.
Verse 14. Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
My bad. It was 13 that I wanted, but that's good too. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Now give me that video, Fire from Heaven. Just a sample now. Just a sample of the stuff they've done. These people have dropped 1 million bombs in their lifetime. Okay.
ضاربين هي حاول عيط شوي.
The destruction of that port really could have significant humanitarian consequences for a region struggling with hunger and malnutrition. 18 million Yemenis are relying on food assistance for survival.
الهنجار السوري يا شباب، الهنجار السوري هلا ضربوا الهنجار السوري يا شباب، هلا ضربوا الهنجار السوري.
هلا بروح لعنده، هلا انت وابوك يما، انت وابوك حبيبي.
الحرب سنة كاملة في غزة بدأت تنتقل للشعوب العربية، بدأت تنتقل للبنان، وأنا مش حاب صراحة إنهم هم يتألموا زي ما إحنا تألمنا.
بابا ميت الله يرحمه.
Yeah, you can. Then we'll go to Amos. Because New Testament ain't saying nothing different from the Old. You look into these prophecies, you go to the book of Revelation, you'll see them pull out pieces of it, showing you this stuff has not come to its fulfillment yet. Even the white scholars know. Revelation 13 and what was it, 13?
Yeah.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Экипаж одевает защитные очки. Приближается к точке взрыва. Высота 4000 метров. Осталось 3 секунды. 2, 1, 0. Взрыв сопровождался световой вспышкой необычной силы. В этот момент самолет-носитель находился в 40 и последующие свечения, несмотря на сплошную облачность, были видны в радиусе до... Полевой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр полевого столба составлял около 10 километров.